Hey guys, and welcome back for a new all-day clean with me. I'm tackling inside, outside, we're doing windows. My husband's even putting up some shiplap in the kitchen today, and we've got kids helping, so there's a lot going on. This is literally going to give you enough cleaning motivation and time to clean your whole house. You got an hour. Let's do it. Today's video is sponsored by Blinkist. Whenever I'm cleaning, I'm always listening to something, whether it be a cleaning video on YouTube, maybe it's music, or even audiobooks. Those are my favorite things to do while I'm cleaning. The Blinkist app allows you to listen to books such as The Marie Kondo Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. That's one of my favorite books. I listened to that a couple years ago, but Blinkist summarizes it and gives you the best and the highlights and all of the good stuff, the key points from the book in 15 minutes. So I listened to 3 different books while I was cleaning today, and I'll list those down below. And I also swap it back and forth. So sometimes I'm watching a YouTube video while I'm folding, or sometimes I'm listening to a book. You guys, we were cleaning for hours today, so I had a lot going on, but I always like to keep my mind working, whether that's planning or learning or just being motivated to keep cleaning. I always like to focus on something ahead rather than just the monotonous task that I'm doing at the moment. So if you guys feel the same and you'd like to check out Blinkist, the first 100 people to go to my link, which will be in the description below, are going to get unlimited access for a week to try it out. And they can also get 25% off if you want the full membership. The 7-day trial is completely free. You can cancel at any time during that period, but it's only for the first 100 people. So hurry, link is down below. Oh, and before I forget, you guys, this fiddle leaf fig here on the right, that guy has been through so much. Some of you may remember from my plant tour back, I think like a year or 2 ago. I got him in the winter from Costco, and he was beautiful. There were so many leaves, but transporting that plant in the snow, and then it was a lot. I also had him by a door, and most of the leaves had dropped. And then my youngest 2 kiddos, Kaylee, who's over there on the couch, and then Landon, they ended up taking a butter knife to the plant and cutting off almost all of the leaves except for like a couple on the top. But I'm happy to say that I think he's officially back to life. There's so many new leaves that are growing, and they're getting huge, and I think it's going to be okay. But I was real worried at first. Look at Kaylee over there on the back of the couch. She looks so tiny. I know in a few years I'm just gonna die over this clip. She's so cute right now.
But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
I do get questions fairly frequently about where these couches are from, and they are from IKEA. I don't think they make this same color anymore, but you could definitely have a look at the website. And I know that there's a lot of places that do cushion covers for IKEA couches, and we've actually considered doing that because it is tough to keep this couch looking clean. With all of our kids, there's always little spills and messy hands, so we're actually thinking about upgrading to maybe like a gray cover situation for these.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Ooh.
I'll be the first to admit that matching up socks is one of my least favorite jobs. I always find that there are so many socks that just don't have any matches, and then if you've got 3 individual socks for each person that doesn't have a match, you multiply that and you've got 6 people in your house. It becomes a huge pile all the time. So I always like to make sure I at least try my best to match up what's in there that wasn't matched up from the previous loads. But this is one of those that I just need some extra help, like getting motivated to do it. So you can see I've got my phone on the bottom left here. I kind of have it tucked up by some socks. I always like to have something to just keep me motivated and keep me on task. And it was really cute. Landon had gotten home from preschool. He was playing up with his Legos. And then, of course, Kaylee's got his school backpack. She cannot wait to go to school. She thinks it's the neatest thing right now for us to call her a big girl. Now that she's 3, she's like, Mommy, I'm not a baby. And I'm so used to calling her like, oh, my baby girl. But she's like, no, Mommy, I'm your big girl. So it's kind of sad, but also it's really cute that she's really wanting to be big.
I want to tell you that I think you're looking just fine. I want to tell you that I want you by my side. The way you move your body, the way I feel inside. I want to take you for a ride. Wanna be with you? Do you want me to? Wanna be with you? You're the one that I want. You're the one that I need. You're the one that I want. We can make it tonight. You're the one that I want. You're the one that I need. You're the one that I want. We can make it tonight. I wanna say that you are the one I need. I wanna say that you are the one who's making me breathe. I hope that you can.
We actually did a pretty good job matching up the socks. I just had a handful that I was going to throw in the basket in our laundry room, and I've just always got a basket that's dedicated to those missing socks in there. I've got to say I'm really happy with how our living room is looking now. One of the big additions is this shelf in the right-hand corner of the room. I didn't have too much on it, but I literally just put this shelf up with my husband that morning. So I still had the box that I needed to break down and all the plastic to separate out of it. I had been wanting this shelf that I saw on a website online. It's CB2, but the shelf was like $350 and it was beautiful. I loved the aesthetic of it, but just, what if the kids scratched it or something like that? It was so beautiful though. The sides of it go through the sides of the shelf, but I was actually able to find a knockoff at Target, which is this one here. It does have 4 feet, so it's got 2 pegs on each side. And it's the Loring 5-shelf ladder bookcase from Project 62. I love how it looks. I'm going to do a little bit of a decorate with me part of the way through here in this video, so you can see just a few little things that I decided to decorate it with. But I really wanted to get the whole living room fully cleaned. The past week we had been kind of just throwing a few mismatched things, like the kids' coats and clothes, stuffed animals, boots, all of that stuff that needed to go elsewhere. It was just kind of piling up in this corner, so I was tackling that here. I also, this past weekend, I decided to redo my capsule wardrobe for spring summer. Mainly I wanted to get out all of my like really chunky knit like warm sweaters and all of those kinds of like winter things. I'm finally packing those away, all the winter coats, all the boots. And if you're not familiar with capsule wardrobe, basically I take out the non-seasonal, like non-current season wardrobe, and then I store that in a big bin, packed away safe in the garage. Let me tell you though, it was so heavy. I also had a bunch of plastic from that shelf that I wanted to get together and a few little knickknacks that the kids tossed around. I really love that our area, I'm not sure if this is everywhere, but we do plastic recycle here, so like flexible plastic. So if you get anything in that kind of packaging, then you're able to recycle all of that in the store. So places like Target or my local grocery stores, they have those little bins, and I think that's neat. You can recycle the cardboard box and then also the plastic from inside. Also, these hooks I picked up at my last trip to Target. I'm thinking about doing a really neat like plank, decorative like coat rack kind of thing in there. So that's just some of my in the works decor for right now.
You got me falling. Did you know that? Without you, I fade away. I just assumed we were more than just friends, 'cause I felt the tension in the room. Caught in emotion on every occasion. Laughter and hours of gloom. Can we stay for a while until the fires burn down? It's a shimmering night, setting is right.
I absolutely had to show you guys how much I was able to pick up already in this vacuum. This thing is so much better even than my like full-size corded vacuum that we had. I used to think that it was so good, but honestly the suction like does not even compare to the Dyson. And we have the V7 Animal. I just think it's so satisfying to dump that thing and really see like how much you're getting up from your floors. So once I finished with all the vacuuming, I wanted to go ahead and get this front area cleaned. It's been quite a while since I cleaned like the windows and the door. We also got like dive bombed by some geese. So the front of our house had some like bird poo spots. I don't know if it was geese, I'm just assuming, because we've had a lot of like Canadian geese swarming over like in their migration or something. So I just did some dusting, and then I wanted to head out and clean the windows, clean off the door, all of that good stuff, and get it like nice and bright for the good weather that we're having.
We can never fall, nobody could break us. Yeah, I thought we had it all. Take me back to when it was you and me, baby, it was you and me. Baby, it was baby, it was. Right now, I'm looking at an old picture of you. Skinny jeans and blue eyes that could light up every room. Guess they still do. We used to talk all night about how we thought life was gonna be. forever. You taught me how to love, and nothing could be better than you and me, you and me. Baby, it was you and me. We can never fall, nobody could break us. Yeah, I thought we had it all. Take me back to when it was you and me, you and me. Baby, it was you and me.
Okay guys, here is where our house got hit from those birds. It was just something that, like, it's such a small thing, but you know when you're walking by it for like a week and every day you're like, oh, I need to take care of that. But the only time that you ever use your front door is usually when you're heading out and you're like on a mission. So I thought, okay, today that was on my list. That's something that I needed to tackle. And I also shook out our doormat and then just kind of swept off our front patio there because it definitely needed to be done.
It was only you and me back then. We were never growing up, said we'd be young forever. You taught me how to love, and nothing could be better than you and me, you and me. Baby, it was you and me. We could never fall, and nobody could break us. Yeah, I thought we had it all. Take me back to when it was you and me, you and me. Baby, it was you and me. I remember those days we were young and had nothing to do. I used to pick you up and drive to a place we could talk for hours. Sometimes we'd run out of words to say, but we didn't mind. 'Cause we could lay on the ground and just stare into each other's eyes. And
I feel like our dining room table is one of those areas where we can just never keep clean because 3 times a day, you know it's going to get messed up. And then pretty much anytime the kids have snacks, we're also trying to get them to eat those at the table. So I feel like our dining room table is just always a mess, and I'm cleaning it so many times.
living our life on the edge, and we'd never trip and fall. Never trip and fall.
I've mentioned it before, but we are definitely still planning on building our own dining room table. I really want to do the long bench on one side. I think that would be so cute, especially for the kids. They could just slide on in and you just have one thing to push in.
There's no doubt in my mind, you will always be there, heading out to see ya and leave the rest behind. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be there. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be the one to hold me. You will always be the one who knows me. You will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, yeah, I know you will always be the.
I hope I'm not the only one who goes through the same struggle with wiping food like splatters off of the walls. Seriously, this is like, I don't know, is this white wall problems or is this just like Mom of 4 problems? I don't know. Give me a thumbs up if you can
Yeah,
relate.
you make me feel like there's no air left to breathe. Yeah, you make me feel like I can run on water. I'm picking up the speed. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be there. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be the one to hold me. You will always be the one who knows me. You will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, yeah, I know you will always be the. Yeah, I know you will always be the. Yeah, I know you will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting.
And about this time, my husband called me into the garage because he needed a little bit of help with some of the shiplap for our kitchen that he was working on. So I went ahead and I plugged in that Dyson vacuum. It does need a charge, especially if you're using it on like the max suction, then you definitely have to charge it fairly frequently. So I just went out and I helped him with cutting some of the longer boards. You really want to make sure you get a straight cut on those. And so I just went out there to help kind of hold it at the end when he was cutting. I will say it's so much fun to be able to like do it yourself, you know, like making things like the shiplap wall. I know we have saved literally thousands of dollars by just doing projects ourselves, and it definitely does take longer to get things like that done. But for us, I think being able to save the money and just getting it done together, it's worth it in the end. So we'd rather just do it ourselves. But I cannot wait to show you guys how far the rooms that we're making for the boys have come. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell, and make sure it's set for all notifications, because I will very, very soon be done with that, and we're going to be sharing the video, kind of like the before, like how it used to look, and then actually building the new room and redecorating and getting new beds and all of that like fun stuff. So make sure you've got those notifications set so you don't miss it. And as you can see here, I'm just moving the laundry out of the dryer and then from the washer over to the dryer because I wanted to get some more loads going. I had been doing laundry earlier this morning before I even had started filming, but I've pretty much always got things in and out of the washer and dryer.
You will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, I know, you will always be the.
I'm sure if you're a fan of Clean With Me videos, you've seen these microfiber cleaning cloths all over YouTube. Well, let me tell you, they are every bit of the hype that they have, they're worth it. I fought having microfiber cleaning cloths for a long time just because I thought like, oh, they'd be difficult to clean, or maybe they would like hold on to smells. Well, they do the cleaning so much quicker than my normal like white cleaning cloths. And I really genuinely believe that. Like, they just have extra little scrubbies, and there's so much more that's able to do like the cleaning power. It takes so much less effort. They're awesome. The ones I use, majority of them are from Grove Collaborative, and I think I got mine in a pack of like 3 to 5. They're actually affordable on there, and so I think it's totally worth it. For a couple orders, I just kept adding like a bundle in each, and now I have quite a few, like probably 10 of those microfiber cleaning cloths, and I just save them. Like, once I've got one that's dirty, I throw it into that little hamper that I have in the laundry room, and then I wash them all together. The only thing that makes them a little bit difficult to clean is I don't like to wash them with like cotton that'll leave lint on them, because to really have them work well, I think they can't get lint on them, because then they wouldn't scrub as good. So that's the only con with them, is that I do wash them separately. But since I'm usually washing like at least 10 at a time, then it's never a big deal. And now that I think about it, I might actually have more than 10 of them.
Pictures of sunny days with your smile in the park. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? to be cool.
I'm really noticing as I'm doing the voiceover for this video that my hair has grown so much. And I actually recently just got a trim, so if you guys haven't seen my previous cleaning video, then you wouldn't have seen my blonde hair. I finally went like all over blonde. I mean, it's weaved in, but it's the most blonde that I've ever done before. So I'm really excited for you guys to see it and see what you think of it. So if you want to check out either my last video or over on Instagram, I've got some pictures with the new blonde. You can let me know what you think. It's tough because I know there's a lot of maintenance involved with the light color hair, but I just thought I wanted to switch it up for spring and summer, and then of course got to trim those last little bits at the end. And I figured since I was going with the new color, I might as well just do a fresh trim. And you guys saw the last time I had it trimmed was by myself, so I was glad that my hairstylist, she wasn't like, "Oh my goodness, Brittany, what did you do?" I actually did a pretty good job. I was pretty impressed with how that turned out. And I had done a balayage kit too. So this hair you can see here, that was with the balayage kit that I did, and then also my own haircut. But then, yep, now it's totally different. Now it's blonde.
Not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time. I'm not broken, not broken, not broken. They say I was broken. How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
One of the projects that I wanted to work on today was condensing some of the houseplants that I had around. I had a huge houseplant hoarding situation going on in our downstairs room, kind of by where the piano was. And since we're turning that room into Landon's bedroom, then I wanted to make sure I kind of got the plants out of there. And so there was just less individual pots and combine them into big pots. So I decided to take the all green snake plant and I wanted to put that into this tall bucket kind of thing. I got this one, the galvanized steel looking one. I got that from IKEA. And then the big white one, I guess they're both from IKEA, but the big white one is what I was going to put all of those yellow and green snake plants in. Carter's really been bugging me about getting a plant for his room. And so I thought this would be a neat way to make it something big, something that's not going to get tipped over, and also not have to buy anything, just kind of use what we already have. So that's what I want to do today.
It's kind of quiet in my room right now without you, and I couldn't really make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer when you left, it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer when you left, it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the
As you can see here, I'm totally making a mess with this dirt in the middle of our dining room. But I figured since I kind of got interrupted in the middle of vacuuming in there, it would be totally fine to just carry on vacuuming in there once I got done, and then I'd be able to pick up like any of the little food bits that hadn't gotten vacuumed up yet, and then also vacuum up a little bit of the dirt that spilled out. So it's all good.
once felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders. I'm closed off, that's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying high.
There you have it, the dining room all done and clean. I swear it sparkles when it's all clean like this. I also want to add some decor items to that new shelf. So I added a candle, also this little bud vase. This one's from the Hearth and Hand line that you can find at Target. I really like that you can just add like a little sprig. This is just some dried baby's breath, but you could also do like a fresh bloom in there, or even like a fake plant you could put in it. Then I also added a few practical items like my little mister there. I always seem to be using my like planner, my Bible, my notebook when I'm down here kind of like early morning or late night. I'll be working on those things, so I wanted to put those somewhere on the bookcase. I just added like a couple books just for decoration, but I couldn't quite figure out how I wanted them to look. I'm still kind of working it out, how to make it like aesthetically pleasing, but I'm thinking I might add like a little box, or I don't know. This is my work in progress, but I think it looks so much better than it used to before. I really think that this living room has come a long way. And yes, there was a picture frame missing on our gallery wall. The kids knocked it down and I still have to fix it. Now we are in the kitchen and you guys can see a peek at that shiplap wall. It's almost done, you guys. He was like working on this, well, I shouldn't say all day. It probably took him about maybe 2 hours with letting the kids help and trimming everything down. Him and Cameron were working on that together. It's so cute. Cameron's got like the ear protection and the glasses on, and he was helping Joseph hold them up. I did kind of have to break and help him hold the ends up for the upper pieces, and that's why that ladder was there. So that's kind of like some behind the scenes that you guys didn't get to see today. But this shiplap, I think it really adds a neat look to the space without like making it look closed in, because this wall wasn't here before it was like the wood railing and it looked down into the other room. But now that is Landon's new room. So even though it takes away from some of the space that we had before, I still really want it to feel like not closed in and claustrophobic. So I thought the bright white with all the shiplap would be really cool. And I'm also looking for some like decor pieces that I can put on this wall. I'm thinking maybe like a little wooden shelf, maybe some like, I don't know, an apron hanging up, maybe a few little spoons or a wreath. I don't know, maybe a cute sign that says something like about a farmhouse or like food. I don't know, but I still have to decorate that wall.
Standing on the dizzying heights.
By this point in the day, Carter and Cameron had come home from school, so one of Carter's first jobs when he gets home, if he hasn't done it already in the morning, it's to unload the dishwasher. Also, you notice he was looking at that knife kind of weird. It had like a big chip out of the metal, and I don't know if it hit something. I assume it probably got hit into like our granite countertops and it dented it, but he picked up on that right away. And I'm so sad because those knives were from, they're ones that we registered for when we got married, and so frustrating because they have done us well for like 10 years, and then now it's got a big like chip out of the center of the knife, so kind of sad about that. But as a side note, if you are looking for recommendations for like good quality knives, we really have loved these. We got them like the butcher block set, and it's by Calphalon, and I think originally we got those at Bed Bath & Beyond, and they're the ones that are the forged steel, so they have the steel like all the way through the handle, and they're pretty legit. So that would be my recommendation if you guys are on the hunt. Oh, and also J.A. Hinkle's makes some really good knives too. For those who are curious, Carter, my little dishwasher unloader here, is 7. Actually, he's just about to turn 8 in June, and he's in 2nd grade. He does a great job with unloading the dishwasher. I know a lot of you guys wonder like how old the kids are now, but Carter is our oldest, and he does a great job with the dishes. Because our stainless steel appliances get so dirty with fingerprints, I like to clean them off first just with my all-purpose cleaner, and then over the top of that, I like to shine them up with a stainless steel cleaner. This one in particular I really like. It's from the brand Real Simple Clean, and I got this in one of my last Grove Collaborative orders. Well guys, we are in the home stretch for this clean with me video. The last things that I wanted to do today were just to vacuum. There's a little bit of like construction debris and dust and stuff from putting up that shiplap. So I really wanted to get the kitchen cleaned up and make sure all of that dust was cleared. And then also I wanted to do some steam mopping. Is that a word? Steam mopping? I don't know. At this point it is. So I want to get the floors all clean. That steam mop, I have the one from Shark. It's really, really basic for a steam mop. It wasn't expensive. You just fill water like in the back reservoir and plug it in. There's like 3 different levels on it. I usually keep it either on the lowest level for my wood floors, or sometimes I'll move it up if there's like sticky stuff on the floor. I think I moved it up for this day because all the construction debris and stuff. But these little pads, you just slide them over the top of it, and it like puts out the steam into the pad, and it's really nice because you don't have to add water. When I'm using this concentrate that I have here, I do add a little bit of the water to the pad just because I don't, you don't want it like full concentrated when I put it on there. Actually, I don't even think you're supposed to use necessarily like any kind of floor cleaner with it, just the steam is good. But I do like to have just a little bit of something on there. So I'm actually using the sprayer from the sink, and I just sprayed a little bit of water on there just to get it started and just to dilute that cleaner. I think you actually don't technically need to use a cleaner when you're using the steam mop just because it's using heat, so it's cleaning that way. But to get rid of like any of the surface tension, I usually just add a little bit. I also know Method makes a cleaner, or honestly just vinegar, water, and a little bit of lemon essential oil. That would work really good too. I know a lot of people put a few drops of essential oil like on the top of the pad, and then while it's steaming, it's kind of like putting aromatherapy benefits into the air, and then your house will smell good. So that's a really good idea too. You could just Add a few drops of essential oils and the whole house would smell so good. Once I get done with a big cleaning day like today, I usually like to do a load of like my microfiber towels, and I've got enough that I can actually run it. So I just went ahead and took off the steam mop pad. I think I went through 2 today, and then the rest of our microfiber towels, and then I started those in the wash. If you love cleaning videos like I do, then make sure you give this one a thumbs up so I know you'd like to see more. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. And if you'd like a few more, you can find more of my videos up in the cards. See you later, guys.